So today, good evening everybody once again. Today we'll be looking at Xero accounting software. But this stage, stage is having small issue and we notified the group chat. So the group now choose give them two options. We give them Xero and Odoo accounting software. So at the end of the pool, the Xero accounting software came up with the highest score. So we are here to look at Xero accounting software. Then I think that's basically all. Now, when you come to Xero, sorry, let me share the thing. Okay, so let's assume you don't hear about Xero for the first time and you need to get to Xero. So how do you get to Xero? You can just go to Google, type Xero, press enter. This is Xero, it's the ads. This is Xero, the accounting software. You can choose any of them. Just still take it to the same place. So at the end of the day, you click on Xero, gets it to Xero accounting software, and boom, here you are. So now when you get to this interface, it's most likely almost the same thing. Here they are doing their referral clinic. Still the same thing. So at the end of the day, when you get here, you are looking at creating an account of Xero. So just like QuickBooks, just like Sage, just like all the softwares that we've created so far. To create an account is simple, straightforward, and direct. And how do you click on try Xero for free? So try Xero gets you to the interface where you get to fill a form. Voila, here's your form. So I'm filling my form. My name is OFS, and okay. So you get to choose your country here. This is Nigeria. So I've chosen Nigeria, and then I'll put my phone number. Please, if you want to do this, put the phone number in the SIM card that is next to you, because you get OTP. You shall get OTP. So, and without OTP, you cannot continue. So it's best to. So this is discount or other useful messages. I don't know if you don't like disturbance, you can check this. This is a training account, so I'll check this. Please don't send me mail. Don't send me anything. Just stay on your own. If you're setting up a business account for your business, it's advisable to allow this to fail. Yes, they will bug you, they will send you plenty email, they will send blah, blah, blah. But inside those emails, they usually send promotional mail. They send what we call promotional mail. Now, in a promotional mail, if they're offering discounts or they're offering kidney or they're offering that one, it will be in the mail. So they'll not tell you, okay, we're offering a discount of probably 10% or 20% or 50% or 30%, and this process is the pathway to follow to cash out your discount. So I mean, who doesn't like free food? Me, actually I like free food. So click on next, and then the kind of process depends on the speed of your network. If you're using Glow, you shall look here. If you're not using Glow, it's fine. Then okay, so you'll be sent a link to verify your email address. Unlike QuickBooks and Zoho books that we've done before, Xero will send you a mail. So I'm going to my Gmail now. Get to my Gmail. So when I get to my Gmail is opening. But when I get to my Gmail, you will see their mail, their verification. So there'll be a button, a push-up button there for you to click. So when you click on the push-up button, you verify your account and probably just set up a password to do this, do that. So otherwise, now okay. So you have this mail here. Confirm your email address. So I'll click on yeah. So this is the toggle I was talking about. So you click on yes, it is me. Let's get started, and voila, you're getting started. So to set up a password is you can use all this on your own Chinese and everything, or you can just respect your old age and set up a password for yourself. I think it's a problem with Google. They will always suggest password for you. So but it doesn't change anything. You can always set up your own password. Yeah, if it is your browser, you're not doing it to somebody else's computer. You can save this, but the disadvantage of always saving your password is number one, if you domicile your Google account in somebody else's phone, you might end up giving the person unlimited access to all your saved passwords. All right. So if probably somebody logs into your Gmail account in their phone, then you'll have access to all your passwords, and that includes the ATM card you domiciled and Google Save and so on and so forth. So just know that okay, that particular mail, because I mean, somebody can have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mails in their phone. So that particular mail where your confidential details appear is a no-go area for people that you don't really trust. Like that. The only person I trust myself in like that is myself. So I'm saving it into a personal laptop. You can't save it on my official laptop option. So for this video, we'll be using Cisco Tech, Cisco Link, Cisco Link Nigeria Limited. Cisco Link Nigeria Limited. We'll just use it. Cisco Link Nigeria Limited is the demo account. Though, Julio no catch me. Is actually a proposed business name for one of the clients. That's why I say make Julio no catch me. So now, the industry you belong to using services. Okay. So just like every other just like every other accounting software that we've done throughout the series, the essence of filling the industry, so that QuickBooks can, Xero, so that Xero can be able to find the chart of accounts that best matches your business and give it to you. So that's just that. Then going forward, do you have employees? Yes or no? This doesn't really change anything, I'm sharply yes, but it doesn't really change anything. Then what accounting tool do you use? Now, this is very vital. If you have an account somewhere else, probably you've been using widgets before, or be using FreshBooks before, or you've been using MyUp. MyUp is also a powerful software. We're going to do MyUp in one of the series, and MyUp is also a powerful software. Sage is the one we wanted to do before. Spreadsheets. Spreadsheets is a combination of Excel, Google Sheets. There's one they call Office Sheets or something like that. That one is also very beautiful, but it's not as robust as Excel. So all of them put together are spreadsheets. So it's directly, Xero is directly compatible with everything that is listed here. Everything. So FreshBooks, HNRY, I've not actually seen this software before. I don't know. I can't speak to it. So, but yeah, the team will look into it and probably will just add it as one of our series. So then you can click on your start trial. Then when you're done clicking on your start trial, the kind thing will load. Then you find yourself going into the software. Yeah, you find yourself going into the software. Then I think so far in the entire series, you will agree with me that Xero Books is the shortest to register amongst all of them. I mean, QuickBooks will ask you 6,000 questions before you get to the dashboard, but see where we are. We're almost close to the dashboard. I think after this, we will see ourselves in the dashboard. So how do you currently manage your accounting tax? You manage it yourself, you use an accountant or a bookkeeper. Okay, if you use this, you can easily still go to the adding part and add somebody. If you use this doesn't really have like a full-time backend effect. But when you're using this, it currently means that you're alone, you are working by yourself. So Xero will automatically think of you as a single user. If you select this, Xero will believe that okay, there are other persons that needs to be added to the platform. So I recommend this for businesses. Then moving forward, these are softwares, apps, and so on and so forth. If you have other softwares that you use, you click yes. Otherwise, you click no. But it will not really prevent you from probably you've been using Xero for a while and then you decide to like connect a software you're using. It won't really change anything when it gets to that level. When you want to connect your bookkeeping software to when you go to Xero App Store and then you want to connect the software to something else entirely, it will still connect whether you use yes or use no. But if you click on yes, they will add it to your task, like your onboarding task. You said you have other things to do. Oh yeah, come and fill the blank spaces here. That's the only difference. So we don't have anybody or anything anywhere. We're selecting no. Then as for this, okay, so what do you want to do in Xero? Blah blah blah. I think I'll just click on that and move on. So now this class is actually it's not really a full-time in-depth class. So it's more like a perspective outlay of how robust the software is. So we'll be having from next month we'll be having our premium classes. I think our premium class for QuickBooks should be in 2 weeks time. So yeah, it's not expensive. It's just 5,000. So
make yourself available and start saving your money. The class is going to be 5,000 there. So there are so many things that I did not say in the QuickBooks class that will be exposed in the training class. So yeah, let's wait for that class. So now back to what I'm saying. When it comes to this is your dashboard slash your setup type. Yeah. So all your tax will be displayed here. You continue this all of them. Yeah. So these are the tax you need to do. If you don't have strength, shall hide it. And this is your dashboard. You can also use, like, if you want to have a realistic view of what the dashboard will look like when you started making use of software, you can click on this and boom, this is what the dashboard is going to look like. So they will just use example data and filling all the entire black space for you, everything for you. So yeah. Okay, so I think that is that for that. So this class is not meant to stay more than 1 hour. What we are supposed to do today is go through the setup process and the entire dashboard. Right. So we've done the setup. Everything we've done so far to this point is how to set up an account. It's easy, it's straightforward. Xero is one of the simplest softwares to use, though, like one of the simplest. And then it's so straightforward and simplified. I don't really think it's robust to support multi-scalar companies. Like let's say you have 2, 3, 4 branches that are operating independently, or you have 2 or 3 subsidiaries. I don't think Xero is for you. Well, I mean, we'll get to that point, all right? So yeah, here we have the home page. This is the entire home page, the dashboard, and so on and so forth. This is more like another navigation towards external things. This is the file. So just like Zoho Books and the QuickBooks, you can upload files on Xero. Yeah, you can upload files on Xero. So then you can have a demo company. A demo company is more like actually, I will put it. The demo company is more like you just want to like practice with the software. You get you walk in, you just set up a demo. You want to see how powerful the software is. In a demo company, they will not bill you. There's no billing, there's no subscription, and so on and so forth. So that's the demo company for you. So the rest of the things here are not necessary. Subscription and billing. This is where you go and pay for your software. So I think I'll just have to upload it for us to see. Yeah. So when you go to subscription, probably I think Xero is 14 days. Xero is 14 days. So at the end of the 14 days, you will need to buy your accounts. So let's say I'm clicking on buy now. Let's see how much we're going to have. Let's see how much we're going to have. Yeah, so we have $29 per month, we have $50 per month, and we have $75 per month. So, I mean, if you shall want to pay for it, you can just select your plan, then check out. I shall not want to check out, so I'm not going to like finish this. I don't have plans of checking out or paying anything. But then when you go down, you see what this one has that this one does not have, what this one has that this one does not have, and so on and so forth. So yeah, so you look at the various features and then find the features that you need. And, there's always a difference between a need and a want, and it's part of what we do for businesses. We call it business analysis and business health check. We'll be having a seminar on that. I think probably in a month's time. We're having a seminar on that in a month's time. So is a business health check and business compliance. We assess what the business needs are, not really their wants. The things that they need to have for scalability purposes, the things that must have for compliance reasons. And then when we look at it and then look at what they already have, and then we cross match it. Sometimes you don't have a variance. I mean, if the business is well to do, there's no need telling lies to the business that you have a contract to do. No. So if the business is well to do, fine. If the business needs 1 or 2 things to buckle up, or they need to work on 1 or 2 things, tell them, hello, you need to work on this, you need to work on that, you need to work on the other one. And then probably at the end of the day, if we can still, there are situations where we finished our business health check and then the business owner shall reach out to his own auditor. Yeah, they already have existing auditors that are working for them. So they reached out to the auditors. The auditors said they can perform the services. So the auditor now performed the service that we discovered is a loophole in, in that business. So, I mean, it's somehow, but then That's what life is. So business health check is free. The rest of the information will come to the group chat for those who are on the community. So if you're not on the community, please be on that community, because I think after this class, it is just notifications that will be coming on the group chat. The details of the real gist will be in the community. And then for those of you in the community, we're drafting a plan for 2027. By next year, we'll be doing group-based mentorship programs, for those in writing professional exams and so on and so forth. We'll make available partnerships and so on for study packs and then various materials and so on and so forth to be made available to you. Tutorial videos and recorded classes from our partner tuition centers for both ICANN, ACCA, and so on and so forth. They will not be made available for you. Currently, we just concluded a partnership with an ICANN tuition center. We are looking at probably we could get a partnership with a CFA tuition center and an ACCA tuition center. So if you're not yet on the community, you have a lot to lose. I'm promising you. It's not a threat, it's an assurance. It's an assurance, it's not a threat. I'm promising you, you have a lot to lose. Those that if you have a business, you're managing a business, you have a business idea, you need to be in the business group. That is the accountants and finance professionals group. You need to be in the business group. Then somebody reached out to me and said we need to create another platform for entrepreneurs. So the partners will discuss it. It's fine. We create that for them. So now, why I brought to that story, sorry for digressing that much, is because it is when we do business health check, businesses, that's when we know, okay, you sure I don't need this, or you need this, or you need this. So we do accounting information basis check free. Anytime we're installing software for somebody, we'll analyze the business and we'll know this software you're buying, will it serve you? That's the first thing we do. We don't just like install a software for you and tell you to carry it and go. So it is during the analysis for the business that will find out, okay, this software you're buying, it will not serve you. Yeah, you're going to miss this, you miss this, you miss that, and you miss out on the other one. So we don't just close and recommend. We analyze the business. We ask 6 million questions and so on and so forth. And then probably at the end of the day, when we're done asking all those questions, we will understand the software that you need, and into that software that you need, the particular functionality you should be paying for. So that's it. So you don't just come here that you want to subscribe. You don't just come here and close your eyes and select, because the functionalities that are required of your business is a key factor. It's a key factor when doing it. But then in Xero accounting software, when you're in trial, they will give you everything. Taste the pudding. As you can see, this is the plan in trial. They will give you everything. Everything is here. They give you everything. So at the end of the day, when you now want to pay, you shall choose between, after testing sweet pudding, whether you continue eating the sweet one or you go to the one with a lesser sweet taste. Thank you very much. So that's that for this. I'll be closing this part. Okay, so we've treated subscription and billing. The next thing we'll be looking at is sales. Let's assume this is your dashboard. You've already logged into Xero Boots, and this is your dashboard, and you want to go to the sales. You just have to click on this place. Then you have this drop down here. Unlike other accounting software, when you click on it, it shall bring a complete environment or a landing page. Then you start selecting. No, in Xero, it's just a drop down that it will give to you, and then you select what you want to do. Then probably you want to look at the overview of sales. You have the overview, you have the invoices, the online payments, quotes, products and services, and your customers. Then this is the sales setting. So let's start with sales overview. Sales overview. Okay, so we are in the sales overview, and this is more like a summary of everything you have on your sales part. Everything. So you can see from here, you can go to invoices. From here, you can go to what they call repeating invoices. Now, the difference between this and this is more like this is one-off, and this is more like a recurring income. You know, we have recurring income and recurring expenditure. So this is more like a recurring income. An example of recurring income is if you have a 3-year partnership with somebody and the person is expected to be paying you a fixed amount of money every month, and just set up a repeating invoice monthly for that period of 3 years, knowing fully well that there is nothing that will make that money forget to come unless the partnership has been cancelled. So yeah, it's your revenue. Once it is probably 5th, 6th, 7th of the month, depending on the day you feel like the invoice should come. But it's that day of the month, Xero will automatically set up an invoice and add it as your revenue, then add the money as what the person is owing you. Then probably if the person has paid, then you can just go to online payment and knock it up. So yeah, that's for repeating invoice. Then the statement is more like summary, clinical. So you are looking at your account statements for the sales account. Looking at your account statement for the sales account. So everything, this place is literally empty because we've not just started making use of it. So about all your transactions for the period under review, they will not be found here, right? So the next thing we'll be looking at is purchases, and just as expected, it's a drop down. So let's go to the overview. So well, this is a bit, should I say, quite a bit different from the regular environment where you guys have been used to. Like normally in other accounting softwares, they'll tell you purchases and sales is exactly the same thing. Hello, Xero, the interface is not exactly the same. So you know how to do it. You need to come and know how to use purchases separately. Right? Now, back to the other day. In a scenario, we are looking at this. This is just for purchase order. This is the bill content and invoice. This is entering a bill. This is make payment. And this is more like memo. So if you come to new, you can click on this drop down and are you making a new bill or a repeating bill or a credit note or probably purchase order. So all these things you can make them from the purchases overview. And then all the information required will be presented here. Sorry. So all the information required will be presented here. All the information. The next thing we're looking at is reporting. Then under the reporting, we have the all reports, the dashboard, cash flow manager, visualizations, digital health scorecard, and your favorite reports, then and so on and so forth. So this one, like, you know, for all these cloud softwares, right? The reports are system generated. You don't even need to like start killing yourself. It don't work that way. All the reports are system generated, which means what you post will determine what will be written in the report. Let me say it again. What you post in your sales, in your purchases, in your expenses, and so on and so forth will determine what will be found in this report. So they are all system generated. So I'm going to all reports. Okay, so it's in all reports. Yeah, this is more like favorites, which is your PL and your sales tax reports. These ones are more like, okay, the ones that we selected for us. And still make any report your favorite. I mean, just come here, this tab beside it, and voila, you click on it and it's toggled light blue. You come here and are you seeing it? It's your favorite report. If you no longer want anyone to be favorite, just come to this star here and click it sharp to disappear. So that's how to add and remove favorite. So yeah, the essence for favorite report is for everything to be here at a glance. Everything will just be at the top here. So once you come to reporting, click on all reports, you find what you're looking for here. Instead of going down, because the reports are arranged. Because the reports are arranged section by section. This payables and receivable, this financial statement, this financial performance, blah 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 blah. So they are arranged one by one. So what do? The ones that you know you use from time to time. I mean, there's no company that does not use POL. So you select POL, you select balance sheet. Yeah, most people extract balance sheet at the end of the month. If you don't, that's no problem. Then, so this is just like all the reports you have also. So let's go to accounting. In accounting, we have bank account, bank rules. Then we have chart of account, fixed assets, manual journals, and account settings. So this is more like everything. So okay, I'm looking at probably chart of account and fixed assets. These are things that let's look at fixed assets. Let's look at fixed assets. We'll look at the entire software like details tomorrow, but this night is literally just an overview. Like, let's go through the software, the dashboard, where this is, where the other one is, and so on and so forth. So I can refresh our memory on a handful of things. Now, on fixed assets, points to note, there's a video here for you to watch. So, I mean, it's not even up to 3 minutes. So, you can watch the video, you can hide the video, whatever it is you want to do. But then, back to this part. So if you want to add your fixed assets, okay, want to add your fixed assets. In fact, before you add your fixed assets, you have to set up your reporting period, the starting year and the ending year. So you have to click on this setup. So before you can enter your fixed assets, you need to confirm which financial year you want to start when entering your fixed assets. So now the essence of this thing here, the essence of this long story here is for people that are existing businesses, but then they are opening Xero for the first time. Probably your business has been in operation for maybe 10, 15, 20, 30 years. And then Mr. Francis walked into your office. You know, he talks too much. He spoke to you for 3 hours, convinced you, and gave you an invoice. You signed the contract, gave you an engagement letter, and tried to open Xero books for you. So it's a new account. Yes, it's a new account. But the software believes that most businesses that are coming that are probably using manual, they're using manual, or some of them are using another software. So you need to select is your financial year. When did you open your business? You open your business in 2000, 1999, 1990. I saw a business that is still using manual, a small business, and the guy took over from his father. Not even the guy himself, he's 60-plus-year-old man. So, but he likes calling himself a guy. So he took over the business from his father, and guess what? The business was set up in 1980. Wow, 1980. Took over the business from his father. It was set up as far back as 1980. And let me make it more funny for you. He doesn't have a CAC. Like, he doesn't have a CAC. And this is a business that has 4 warehouses here in Lagos. So, I mean, you think of the tiniest things that, I mean, when you talk about auditing your financial records, a lot of people believe that, okay, we are doing business health checks because if somebody is stealing from you or not. No, there are a lot of basic things that you need to have that you don't yet have. So back to this, your start date is when you started the business. So you just put your start date here, you select this and choose your start date, and then you save it, and that's the end of the day. So we'll do this all in details tomorrow. The next one is tax. So we have your sales tax report and your tax setting. So literally, the tax setting that comes up by default on Xero books is your sales tax. That's the tax settings that come up by report. Every other tax, you have to try to find a way to infuse them into the software, and we'll do all of that from tomorrow. So we'll have 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. tomorrow, and we'll have 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. on Sunday. So stay tuned. Then this is for like all your contacts, right? So the contacts, by contacts, I mean your suppliers and your customers. They are all your contacts. So if you want them together as all contacts, fine. If you want customers separate, fine. If you want suppliers separate, fine. Then the settings is also this. Now, there are also case scenarios. There are also case scenarios where a customer ends up being a vendor, or a vendor ends up being a customer. Those are extreme situational based scenarios. And anyway, when we get to that level, we'll show you the difference as well. There are cases where a customer turns to be a vendor, and the vendor then turns to be a customer. So you shall just, there's a way you handle it. It's just a way you handle it. That's it. Then this is for projects. So this is not really like your normal transactional thing. It's just time-based projects, let's say contracts, and so on and so forth. It's just like a time-based project. So I think that's for that. And also from these projects, you can also invite other users. You can invite users to and assign projects to them, and so on and so forth. So in this place, you also manage the people on this software from here. And I think that's basically all. So this is more like, in QuickBooks, there's a place they called Create in QuickBooks, and I think Zoho Books has it as well. They call it Create. So this guy just added plus here in Xero, and the title is Create Me. So what is all this for? This for like making new entries on the software. Be it an invoice, a bill, a contact, a code, purchase order, document upload. And the beautiful part of it is they all have shortcuts, like keyboard shortcuts. All of them, they have keyboard shortcuts. So if you want to create a new invoice, you can use alternate I. and yeah, you create a new invoice. If you want to create a new bill, you use alternate B, like you hold the alternate key. The one on the left is the one you hold. The one on the right is the one you press. Let me say it again. The one on the left is the one you hold. The one on the right is the one you press. So when somebody says press alternate C, it means hold alternate before you press C. So you don't hold C and press alternate. You hold alternate and you press C. When somebody's saying things like Control C, you hold Control, then you press C. You don't hold C and press Control. You hold Control and press C. So I think that's for that. So I mean, this is just the entries. This is for search. Yeah, this is for search. So it's literally like if you are looking for something in Zoho Books, you can just use the search option, and yeah, it will put it up here, and then the rest of the actions you take, that depends on you and what you are looking for. So now they have their own AI. They have their own AI. So the name is Jax Beta. That's the name. It's Jax Beta. I don't know, but I don't know, but if probably you're looking for something, and let's say you are looking for how to do something and so on and so forth, I just come to Jax and talk to Jax. Just talk to Jax. Jax will tell you where the function is. That's all. So let's talk to Jax. Then this is more like the help function. So in this help, it's more like how should I even put it? Like FAQ. FAQ. That's basic questions almost everybody asks on the software. All of them are in FAQ. And then the FAQ was available here. Then the next thing we have here is that your setup guide that you decided to hide. This is what it is. So if you want to come back and visit it some other time, this is where you have it. Then this is the notifications. So most times if there's a message, you can just get them here. So if there are plenty and I don't want to read it, or you already know what it is about, you can select there's a tick box beside it. So you select it, you can mark all as red, you can mark them as red one by one, or you can see that as that them. It's a choice to make. And then this is the app section of Zoho Books. I don't know why my network is being very stupid. This is the app section of Zoho Books. Now, in the app section, this is where you see how should I put it? Apps that are compatible with Xero. Apps that are compatible with Xero. Now, inside Xero Books, Xero accounting software, or Xero CLN, or whatever you want to call it. Inside Xero, there are some apps that you can connect. That can connect to Xero. So Deputy is a HR software. Jibble is a HR software. These two are very powerful and very robust software. Very, very beautiful software. But I prefer Jibble over Deputy. It's a personal preference in Shao. It's not because of the 5-star. I mean, this one has 107 review, but I prefer Jibble. I just like the software. It's a personal thing. It's not really like an operational functionality thing. So that's that for that. Then this icon is about your profile. So yeah, if you want to view your profile, change anything in your profile, or you want to log out, so that's what this icon is about. Just you and so on and so forth. So I think that will be all. I think that will be all for the evening. If anybody that has any question, let's handle the questions before we call it an evening. Any question? Is there any question? Is anybody that has any question? Okay, Mr. Henry Mike, let's have it.
Okay, so I said that I did not join the class from the beginning. So I just wanted to confirm if I want to learn more about Xero accounting software, can I like get a free version of it, and how long would it last?
Okay, the free version is 14 days. It's a trial software. You just create an account. The account you created in this class, like, is a free account, is a trial account. Just create a demo account, and you can learn whatever you want to learn. So just the way we did the one we did in class today. Create a demo account, go through it, learn whatever you want to learn. Then if your 14 days expires, you can choose between subscribing and probably just click another demo and continue where you stop. So that's if you want to learn. So just both QuickBooks, Sage, Zoho, and so on and so forth. That's how all of them are. That's how all of them are. So you can always just create a demo account and continue. So somebody else's hand is up for Ibamiji. I don't like pronouncing your names before I don't.
Hello, Bamiji. Good evening, sir.
Good
Hello, sir. Good evening.
evening, I can hear you.
Please, I want to ask, the lecture that we had today, can we have the video in case you want to go through it again?
Yes,
Okay.
the video will be made available on Monday on the YouTube channel. So
All right,
further
sir.
that our YouTube problem. So all our videos will be going straight to the YouTube channel.
All right, sir.
You
Thank
get.
you.
So once the video is uploaded on YouTube, I'll notify the group. But the
All right,
media
sir.
team
Thank
will
you,
have
sir.
to do the edit. Yes. Madam Shola.
Okay, it's Fatima. I'm using my husband's account.
Oh,
So my
wow,
question
okay.
is this, sir. My question is this. Number one, what is the difference between Zoho that we learned the other time and the Xero that we're learning now? Because I remembered you when you were talking about Xero and Zoho and Sage, you said one is used for a very complex organization. So what's the
QuickBooks and
difference? Hello, sir.
QuickBooks and Sage is for a complex company. QuickBooks and Sage is better off for a complex company. You get what I'm saying?
I can get you, sir.
So QuickBooks and Sage is better off for a complex company. If you're a small business, I recommend Zoho for you, especially if you're a one-man business and then you don't have plenty things you are doing. I'll just recommend Zoho Books for you. But then we don't really like close eye and recommend. So we do what we call accounting information system dimension analysis. In the accounting information system dimension analysis, we call it AISDA. So in the AISDA or AISD analysis, we look at the entire accounting information system of what the company is now, the growth structure of that company, and the possibility of that software we are buying to serve that company from now to the next 5 years. So when we finish the analysis and we say, okay, look, Zoho Books can start doing now, but in the next 5 years, we'll be needing Xero. So your choice. Are you buying Xero now and just use it all through, or will you buy Zoho and when it gets to that point, just know that when you get to a K junction, you will need to like shut down and enter this other side. So that's the essence. We don't really like close eye and tell you, yeah, take this one or take that one. Because you're going to see two trading companies and we'll tell this person to use QuickBooks. Bros, no, start from QuickBooks. And then we'll tell this person, uncle, start from Zoho. You can manage Zoho. So a lot of things are there. Like QuickBooks has what we call audit log. It has audit log, and the audit log is very, very, very robust. Like I love the audit log. But Zoho Books, they have audit log, but it's not as robust as that of QuickBooks. Xero, I've not seen audit log in Xero at all. Like they don't have it. So if you have employees that if you're an employer and you have trust issues, we are choosing between Zoho Books and QuickBooks for you because of the audit log. So that if you're looking for a particular problem tomorrow, you just go to the audit log and find out who logged in that day. That person is the primary suspect of whatever happened. Then you can follow up from there. So I mean the entire control environment and control structure and then scalability process of the business are things we look at extensively before we recommend the software for you. So that's basically it. Does that answer your question, man?
Yes, very much. Thank you, sir.
So we don't really, as OFS, we don't do things out of proxy. We've been in this software installation business for the past 5 years, and let's just say we learned from our mistakes. And since 2023, we stopped doing proxy recommendations. We'll analyze the business completely before we give. I think in 2022 we had a client we installed. Then the QuickBooks standalone was still available then. So we had a client that we installed QuickBooks standalone for. Now any QuickBooks standalone that you buy now, you're on your own. The original standalones are now very rare. The last one I ordered, I bought it for 600,000. The original standalones are very, very rare. Though it comes with a lot of risk. And I will tell the client, look at the risk risk number 1 is this, number 2 is this, number 3 is this, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. These are the risks. If you're happy with the risk, nice doing business with you, and we put it in writing to be in the engagement letter. The client is aware of the following risk first, and it will be there in writing. He will sign acceptance of the risk and we'll give it to you. If tomorrow you want to charge us to court, we'll bring a copy of the engagement letter and show you. You must sign this now. So, so you have your own copy, we have our own copy. We don't do standalone normally, but if you insist, we'll give you a modified engagement letter. We'll not give you a normal engagement letter. We'll give you a modified engagement letter stating all the problems you face using that software. If you're okay with it, you will sign. Then after 2 days, we'll come back again with the software now. Are you still okay with that risk? Yes, we put the CD and install it for you. Simple. So that's the thing, but it has a lot of risk. 1, risk of virus. Depends on who cracked the software. If the person did not crack the software properly, there'll be risk of virus. And then in the case of that guy, I told him that the vendor that we are getting this software from, the only person that has it in Abuja is not a verified vendor. And he's not a cybersecurity specialist. He's just an offense guy. He's not a cybersecurity specialist. So, I can just go and buy it from him. I know him. I can buy it from him. But it's not something I can buy for my brother or my sister. Or if you want us to continue, we can continue. So he said, let's continue. He paid. He bought the software. Could you believe that the software came with a Trojan virus, version 13 Trojan virus? And the Trojan virus nearly damaged the system. This system, I'm telling you, the guy bought that laptop at 3 million naira when money was still money. Bought that laptop at 3 million naira. That laptop was a custom model laptop with so many advanced features. The software damaged plenty things with the software. Uncle called police, so carry police, come my office. Well, what saved us was the modified engagement letter. And it was the associate partner that insisted that we should do the modified engagement letter because the risk in this thing is too much. The guy should sign that he's agreeing to this risk. Me, I was like, oh, what's with all this stress now? Because it's me that is now traveling back to Anambra State to go and give him the modified engagement letter again. So we shall went to Anambra State again and we shall give him the modified engagement letter and we signed. Then when they invited us to state CID and they said we are going to be arrested and transferred to area Kiniko in Oka, the so-called superior police station, that's where the guy went and filed his complaint. So we brought out the modified engagement letter and we gave it to them. We don't have a case with this guy. He agreed to this. This is evidence to prove all this risk. We told him about it. So that was how we escaped that matter. Otherwise, I want to see 3 million. I'm going to stay with you. So I think that's that. So all those things, we analyze businesses and we'll tell you, okay, this is what works for you and this is how you should go about it. So that's just that for that. Any other question before we call it a night? I have. Okay. Any other question from any other person? No other question, have you? So I'm taking the silence to be no other question. Then one more thing. I think throughout this series, it's only one person. It's just one person that did the social media outreach that we requested from everybody. And that's very, very unfair. That's very unfair. These softwares we are teaching you guys for free. We do them throughout last year. Go and check our LinkedIn. We do them at a minimum of 10K. We do them at a minimum of 10K. Go and check our LinkedIn and see. These softwares are teaching people for free. We do them at a minimum of 10K. And some of you here, like Madam Grace, that I'm seeing here now, have been part of this series from the very beginning. Madam Grace attended both QuickBooks, Xero Books, and she's here with us in Xero. And I know in her mind of minds, she's going to be part of Sage that's coming up next month. She's going to be part of Sage. You will not die if you go to LinkedIn and just type, I participated in this, thanks to OFS, and tag the page. You will not die. People should just do it. We're doing this for brand localization and just for publicity sake. And I mean, those of us who have benefited from this, shall just do it. It's not hard. You can do a shout out. Use any social media of your choice and tag our page. We have pages on all the social media. We have pages on all the social media. We have a Facebook page. We have, is it Instagram? We have Instagram. Is it Twitter? We have Twitter. The only thing we don't have is Snapchat. The day I went to open Snapchat, my eye saw my ear. I ran away from there. So we don't have Snapchat. That's the only thing with that. Yes, oh, Madam Grace, I hope you never pick offense. Oh, yeah, let me hear. I'm hearing you, man. You can speak. Your hand is up. Okay, you took it down. Fine. Is it Madam Shalana? Which one should I use? Shala, please.
Use
Speak to her.
use Fati.
Fatima.
Okay. Yes, thank you very much, sir. I will pray that we'll continue to share what is on the platform. But please let's just be time conscious because you announced that it was going to be 7 p.m. and most of us were around, like almost 5 people were available at that 7 p.m. So if there will be change of
Okay.
time,
It
yes.
wasn't 7 p.m. It wasn't 7
Yes,
p.m. We did.
yeah, we've been around since 7 p.m. and
That
you know
was wrong.
today.
We did the
And so if
we did the Google Meet to be 7 to 10. So that once it's 7 p.m., anybody that wants to join can join. So that the meet will automatically open from 7 p.m. For people, there's Grace, there's Precious, there's the one we call Peace. Peace did not come today. Those guys used to come like 30 minutes early. They will just come and then they'll start writing you on your DM that the class is not opening. This one, that one, that one. There's no Precious something. As long as starts with A, that one used to come 30 minutes early. And then she will write in your DM. So I tried logging in. My dad is not late now. So that's why we did it. To be, we made the time. It's just the Google Meet can allow you to join from once it's 7 p.m. you can enter. But the time
okay,
is
so the
6
official
p.m.
time for the meeting is 8 p.m., right?
Yes. Check all those
Okay,
things.
thank you very much. It's
Then
okay.
8 p.m. Tomorrow is still 8 p.m. Sunday is still 8 p.m. All right, please. So, but we did it for early birds. Those that are around, they just want to join. Yeah, so that's why we did it. If I wasn't busy, I used to join around 7 because some of them used to they don't want to disturb the class. So they have their personal questions, so they'll come earlier and then they'll ask you your questions before the class now starts. So that's why we used to do it. But I was busy also today and I'm still going back to the days I'm doing after this class. So thank you very much. Thank you. I believe there's another question. Please do your shout out this night. Please, everybody. Man, Grace, you're clapping. Shout out, do your shout out. This, I don't know who this lady is, but Madam Faith, shout out, do your shout out for us. LinkedIn, Facebook, choose anyone. We have accounts every year. Go there, do your shout out, tag the page. We will be expecting it, all right? So, good night. Thank you for coming. See you tomorrow. Time is 8 p.m. Good night. Bye.